Welcome to this lesson on one variable word problems. So the steps for solving word problems: first you want to determine the variable, determine the unknown in the problem. Then you want to set up an equation, and remember an equation has an equal sign. And then you want to solve the equation. So some keywords to help you when you're looking at word problems. If you are going to be adding, you'll see words like plus, some, more than, or increased by. For subtraction, you'll see less, less than, difference, minus, decreased by. For multiplication, times, of, product, multiplied by, or per. And then divide, quotient, divided into, how many groups. Equals, is, or equivalent. Okay, so let's try some examples here. Number 1, 8 less than 3 times the number is 13. Find the number. All right, so we have lots of keywords here. I see less, which is going to mean subtract. Times, which is going to be multiply. And then is equal. So I know I have is 13. That's pretty easy. Let's look at this 8 less than 3 times a number. Well, 3 times a number is what we want to find. Find the number. So this is my variable. So that's going to be like my x. So 3 times that number, 3 times x. And then I want 8 less than that. So less means subtract. So minus 8. 8 less than that. Okay, so there is my equation, and now we just need to solve it. So I can add 8 to both sides. And then divide by 3 on both sides. So the number is 7. All right, number 2. Amy scores 7 points more than 2 times Jill on their unit test. If Amy scored an 87, what did Jill score? Okay, so this statement right here is important. 7 points more than 2 times Jill's test. So Jill's test score is our variable. That's our x. And Amy scored 7 points more than means add, 2 times Jill. 2 times means to multiply, so we know it's 2 times x. And then 7 more plus 7. And that is equal to 87, which is what Amy scored. All right, let's go ahead and solve for Jill's score. So I can subtract 7 from both sides. And then divide by 2 on both sides. So x equals 40. So Jill scored a 40 on her test. She probably didn't study. All right, number 3. Ava makes $7 per hour weekly, plus a weekly bonus of $10. If her paycheck this week was $80, how many hours did she work? So our variable is going to be how many hours, the hours she worked. That's our x. Per is, let's go back up and look. Per is multiplied by. So 7 per hour, 7 times x, plus a weekly bonus of $10. So plus means exactly what it says, plus, you add. And her final paycheck was 80, so that's going to be what it's equal to. So let's see how many hours she worked. So let's see, I can subtract 10 from both sides. Divide by 7 on both sides. X equals 10 hours. Number 4, Emmanuel is 2 times older than Jamie. Their ages add to 54. Find both of their ages. Okay, so let's make Jamie our x. because we know Emmanuel is 2 times that. So 2 times x, that's Emmanuel's age. And if their ages add to 54, I can add, well, what am I going to add? Well, both of them together add to 54. So here's Emmanuel, the 2x, and Jamie is just going to be x. And then together they should equal 54. So 2x plus x equals 54. Okay, so we have like terms. 2x plus 1x is 3x. I can divide by 3 on both sides. So x is 18. Now, make sure that you read the problem and answer everything that they're asking you. So this says find both of their ages. So first of all, we have to figure out, well, which one was x and who is that? That's Jamie. So that means Jamie is 18 years old. And if Emmanuel is 2 times that, well, 2 times 18, Emmanuel is 36. So always make sure that you answer everything. Also make sure your answer makes sense in context of the problem. So if we had gotten Jamie is 586 years old, that would make no sense in context of this problem. So you want to make sure that your answer makes sense. Okay, next one. Giselle paid an accountant $25 per hour, remember per means to multiply, to do her taxes, plus a $100 one-time fee. Her total bill was $250. So anytime you have a total bill or total hours worked, that's usually going to be after the equal sign. How many hours, so this is what we're looking for, that's our x, did the accountant work? Okay, so 25 per hour, so 25 times x, plus a 100 one-time fee, so plus 100, and then our total is 250. So let's see how many hours she worked. So I can subtract 100 from both sides. That would give me 150, and then divided by 25. So x equals 6 hours. All right, number 6. 9 more than a number divided by 8 is 10. What is the number? Okay, so is 10, let's start there, that's the easy part, equals 10. 9 more than a number, so number is what we're trying to find. That's our x. A number divided by 8. So here's our number divided by 8. And then more than means to add, so plus 9. Okay, so let's solve. Minus 9, minus 9. And then we can multiply by 8 on both sides. So x equals 8. That is my number. Okay, you can go ahead and stop the video now and complete the practice.